This is Akanksha Sharma. Today we have with us Sooraj Pancholi, Suniel Shetty and Akanksha Sharma from the upcoming period film, Kesari Veer. So let's get talking to him. Welcome to Moneycontrol, sir. Sooraj, Akanksha and Suniel, sir. Sunil, if we talk to you about your 3 decades in the Bollywood industry, from Balwan to Hera Pheri and many more, and now Kesari Veer. How do you see your trajectory? How do you see those 3 decades?
I mean, I've lasted 3 decades. That is thanks to the Almighty. And periods where I've done trash cinema, got trashed, films didn't work, to taking a sabbatical, but still staying alive. So I'm blessed that the media has been very kind to me. People have been very, very kind to me, because otherwise, what happens is people disappear. And people also lose confidence in themselves and believe they can't work again. I reached a stage where I was aware that I was doing trash and I needed to stop. But then when I decided to come back, I was confident enough that maybe I will. See, I don't expect, I know how far I can go, I know what my worth is. So I'm very conscious about every decision that I take. But because I was consistent with my physical, with my training and looking right, I knew it was a question of time before I got back to work. Choosing the right films is what I needed to do, and I think that's what I'm doing this time. I'm choosing the right kind of films, whether it's OTT or cinema. I'm choosing the right kind of cinema, so hoping that that slight box office magic that is missing might come back someday.
Yeah, because we've followed your journey. We were also young when you had started, so we were in college.
We're still young. Why are you saying that we aren't young?
Yeah, we were college going.
They are bachchas, we are young.
Yeah, we're young. So, but how do you see, you've done negative roles also in between, if you see Main Hoon Na, and then in many South Indian films.
Just one South Indian film.
Yeah, one South Indian film. So, now with Kesari Veer, what made you choose Kesari Veer?
I guess the subject itself. Part of history, unsung heroes we don't know about. A story that needs to be told. In today's India, the kids of India need to realize that what were the yesteryears, what were our forefathers all about. The world has plundered us, but all they've taken is our wealth, not our knowledge. बुद्धि की शास्त्र के साथ साथ बुद्धि और गुद्धि के शास्त्र दोनों हैं हमारे पास. वॉरियर भी हम और बुद्धि की शास्त्र भी रखते हैं. और जो बुद्धि की शास्त्र रखता है उसे कोई हरा नहीं सकता. And that is why these stories needs to be told. कि कौन थे हमारे पूर्वज, किस मिट्टी के बने थे, और क्यों never say die attitude है उनमें, और क्यों आज हमारे हिंदुस्तान में never say die attitude है, क्यों हम clear है कि हम number 1, number 2, number 3 position पे ही रहेंगे when it comes to world power. And if there's anything that has ever taken us back, thrown us back 10 years, 100 years, is these people who've come and plundered us and robbed us every now and then. And that's why war never makes sense. Economically, it'll throw us back another 10, 12 years, and that's what the world wants to see. कि India itna sab kuch hai unke paas, इनको कैसे पीछे हम फेंक सके. That's why truce, peace is always the requirement of this country.
And that's what we followed also after Operation Sindoor.
Absolutely.
You guys would agree with it.
Absolutely.
Like after the Pahalgam attack, we launched the Operation Sindoor, and then we followed the ceasefire, and Indian government has said that it was
we followed
bilateral.
Because the loss is ours. सामने वाले को कुछ loss ही नहीं है, क्योंकि profit ही नहीं है वहाँ पर. तो हम हमारी बात करें, तो loss हमारा है.
And Sooraj, talking to you, we've spoken a few days ago only. We've just spoken to him. So, you said that you worked on yourself in these many years. And now you're looking at yourself in Kesari Veer. What is that different thing that you feel and the urge to do Kesari Veer?
I mean, I don't know, now I just want people to see the hard work that all of us have put in, everybody. It was not an easy film to shoot. We all, except Sunil sir and Vivek sir on the film, everybody is a newcomer. We have a first-time director, first-time feature film director. We have it's Akanksha's first film. It's our DOP's first.
Not first, but first.
First feature.
Feature where it showcases the talent that he is. And he's an immensely talented cinematographer. you know, with the kind of budgets that we are talking about, the location, scale. I mean, we had to control. We had to money control.
Yeah, he said this the other day.
Yeah, you know,
he
we
told
had to
me.
actually money control to make and still make a good film.
And you won't
So I
believe
think
our
we've
action
done it.
directors are actually just 20 and 21 years old. You know, Kevin and Stephen. So it's all newcomers who came together, and of course, then you have Sunil sir who overlooked everything. You know, so he was the captain of the ship, and we were all his soldiers in a way. We were all his warriors. You know, his sena. So it's Mahadev ki sena and Sunil sir ki sena that has made this film. You know.
And talking to you, Akanksha, I mean, it's your debut, big debut, Logos, and we've seen the trailer, and I've seen shots where, you know, you actually jump and there's this bow and arrow shot. So do you think people have told you that there are comparisons between the Bahubali roles and your character?
Well, I'm glad if that's so, because we're talking about one of the biggest films that Indian cinema has produced, and if people can maybe think of Dev Sena in that moment, I am glad.
And how did you land this role? I mean, you've talked about it a bit, about giving up and all. Why that?
Giving up as in, I was facing a lot of rejection, and things were just not moving forward. Like, every second day I was signing but getting rejected. So then there came a point wherein I was like, there's financial struggle, I have to answer my parents, and maybe I should focus on architecture, because things were just not moving forward. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, this project just came in and fell into my lap. And
see, that's when the architecture will come into play in a big way, because she has to design her career now.
Right.
You know, you've got a strong foundation now. What you want to build on top of it is something that only you can do, and not just grab anything that comes your way, because you set a benchmark for yourself. Sooraj has set a benchmark for himself. Because इसके नीचे कैसी फिल्में करेंगे हम, आप क्या करोगे? You know.
I mean, it looks really grand also for an architect, na? Planned
Absolutely,
very well for you.
absolutely.
I don't know, Sunil, talking about the Hera Pheri, things that have been happening about Hera Pheri. Now Akshay's company has filed a legal case also against him. So what do you have to say? Why? And Mr. Paresh Rawal has also spoken now about it.
It's shocking, you know, because this has happened in the last 2 days, and I've been busy with my promotion, traveling and stuff like that. And I don't want to talk to anybody on the phone. If I can go and sit down and understand things personally, it would be great. Because for me also personally, it's a huge loss. Because I was very clear that I'm going to do Hera Pheri, I'll do Avara Pagal Divana, I'll do Jungle. I have my OTTs, 2 OTTs that are going into season 2 and season 3. Excited, one-off films like this comes, I get the opportunity, I'll jump into it. Family, grandchildren, suddenly the world has come crashing down because of Hera Pheri. It means a lot to me. You know, that's the kind of character you always want to put out. That's the kind of stories you want to put out. If you're going to do a Kesari Veer on one side, if you're talking about commercial, I'd rather make people laugh. You know, and send them back home in a great mood. And I don't know. I seriously don't.
I mean, it's sad because people can't imagine without the trio of Akshay, Sunil,
but it's unbelievable.
Paresh.
This, I think, happened this morning. And since then, if I go into my messages, I see 100 messages there only wanting to know what happened. So, sad.
And Sooraj, you've said that you worked on yourself, you remember. You said recently that you worked on yourself in that difficult period of time. So, who all were there and how did you sail through that difficult time? What kind of strength?
Who all were there? Of course, my family. But then I have some childhood friends. Building friends. I have my team, my trainers who have been with me for maybe 15 years now. They're more of friends. Then I have Sanju, he's looking, see, like main hu na, he's waiting for it. Then there's Sanju, who's been with me also 15 years now. So they are my family, they are my core team, and I think when you have these good people who are your well-wishers unconditionally, I think you can sail through anything.
And now, how do you see yourself and Kesari Veer, how do you have? I asked him this question the other day. That did you have jitters at the launch of trailer? And he said no. The moment you said something, and he was like on the go. So how was it? You've known him for a long time now.
It's somebody with so much discipline. Can't go wrong ever.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong ever. If we have discipline in our life and we have consistency in our life, we believe in ourselves, and you have a family that believes in you. The minute my father said, "You're telling the truth, do what you want," I was fearless.
Yeah.
And that's the way I've grown up. I'm absolutely fearless. And I know nobody can take away anything from me, because what I possess is what I possess. And that's what I believe. This country has so much in it that nobody can take away anything from this country. So that's what Sooraj is all about. And you'd get that, you'll see that in a shot in the film, or probably more than one shot. And you'll say, oh, this is Sooraj Pancholi fighting the evil in his life.
Yeah.
And he's removing that out here.
Yeah.
That you come to me and I'll keep coming back to you. You'll see Sooraj Pancholi in that shot where you'll say, हाँ ये तो शिव जी का भक्त है यार. Physically भी शिव जी का भक्त है. बाकी तो वो है. लेकिन physical form you take the physical form of someone you believe in when you're obsessed with him, and you'll see that in the frame in the film. Here you'll see him as great body, fantastic, six-pack and everything. But that, you'll see that power there. And I see that in frames.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, the controversy that has suddenly erupted about the normal delivery and the cesarean thing. What do you have to say about it?
So
has it been
sad.
blown out of proportion, or what is it?
100% it's been blown. Just tell me, if somebody goes through surgery, wouldn't I know the impact of it?
We've gone through it.
Yeah, and it's a 200-word or more interview and talk about how important it is for a young father to watch the delivery of his wife.
Yeah.
That's what puts his wife in a pedestal of not just love, respect that goes on for the rest of the life. And that's why माँ को देवी या माँ का एक औरत को माँ या देवी का दर्जा दिया जाता है. Every man should understand that. That's all I had said. And somebody takes 2 lines, which is not their own.
Yeah.
You do an interview with me, and a third person, your Moneycontrol, and somebody with no control takes the bloody line, puts it up and takes ownership of it and says, you know what, let's make it a controversy. That's the sad part of it. Yeah. That's why actors don't come forward, because everything is either a part of politics. If you support your country, they say you're a right-wing and you're associated with BJP. What has my country got to do with my feeling for the country to do with my political party? It just means that I'm happy at the moment with my country. And maybe the political party is responsible to bring about that kind of an atmosphere. When were we such proud Indians?
Yeah.
Aaj India ke bahar bhi jate ho, you like it when people say, oh, you're from India.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from India.
Yeah.
Why is that happening? Because something is right is happening in our country. So let that right happen. So to all those people who said that, even if I've not made the mistake, I'll say sorry to every woman out there. Because I genuinely respect and worship them. But not some idiot who's taken 2 lines of somebody else's and claims it to be their own. इसी को copyright issues कहते हैं, इसी को piracy कहते हैं हमारी इंडस्ट्री में. ऐसे ही लोगों को अरेस्ट किया जाता है piracy के लिए. तो ऐसे कुछ आना चाहिए कि किसी की लाइन आप मत उठाइए. है ना हमारी फिल्मों में भी, if you take a line or copy this, music rights and not copyright तो होना चाहिए. इनको जर्नलिस्ट बोलना ही गलत है.
इसीलिए इंटरव्यूज भी इम्पोर्टेंट हैं.
Exactly. और सही लोगों के साथ करना.
Yeah.
So I mean, but my pen has as much power as probably their writing does, and my reach is probably
more
on the right platform is 1,000,000 times more than they can ever write. First of all, I don't know whether they can write like that. Chori, yes, but writing, don't even think about it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.